Okay guys, now we're going to go ahead and bring in our rear hand, our first punch with the rear hand. In Jeet Kune Do there's a stronger emphasis with lead hand punching and lead leg kicking. Just because it's closer to the target, it also doesn't take you out of alignment. When I'm throwing a rear hand, it opens me up more. So there's a lot more emphasis on tearing somebody up with the lead hand and lead leg. However, you know, gotta have the icing on the cake, that rear hand. By having your strong side forward, you have a big bomb here and a big bomb here instead of just setting up for this one. Okay, so in your on guard position, we're now going to start developing using this rear hand tool. But I want you to make sure that you feel very adept at using just the lead hand and just the lead leg as well. Okay, so I'll bring Daniel in. We're going to start with what's called the cross, okay? It's generally called the cross, or it would be called a rear straight sometimes. The reason why it's called a cross is it generally follows like a jab, and so it punches almost across that same line. But what I want you to do is you're going to stand in range this time. Generally, when it comes to rear hand techniques, you're not going to step because it already is this far. For me to go from here to here is already a pretty far distance. That if I'm clear back here and I have to step to throw it, I mean, he better be doing something to me by that point, or else, you know, you're definitely fighting somebody you don't need to know martial arts to fight. So I'm going to be in range where I can touch this glove, okay? And you're going to have this hand up. And what I want you to do is just think of, like if you were holding something and you're just going to shove it in that person's face. So I'm here, I'm just going to drive that through. Now one thing I don't want you to do is to lean forward. You're going to take yourself off balance. So a better way to think of it is dropping down, almost putting a little bit of like a lunge, like a downward squat here. So I'm going to drop my weight there. I turn my back foot over so that it's facing forward. Okay, I don't just leave it there, which won't allow my body to turn. I turn that. And you can even turn that front foot, but always, all your turning should always be on the ball of your foot. Okay? Never turn on the heel. But the main key is that rear foot turning over as you punch. Okay? This hand, very common habit is when somebody throws a cross, they drop that hand. I'd say that's more common than the person throwing a lead hand and dropping this one. So I want you to make sure this hand's on the telephone. You should always have one hand up for protection, okay? So he's got that there. I'm in my on guard position. I'm going to drive that through. And now obviously I don't want to just leave my hand out here, so I pull it back. Okay? All the power comes from the hips again. So I'm here. Boom! Drive that through. I'm in my stance. Drive that through. Here. You can start by touching the glove if you want. Boom! To get a feel for that. But from right here, drive that through. One more. Boom! And then it comes right back. Here's another mistake. Boom! That. Okay? You want to think of like if there was a barrel, like a gun. Like this is your gun right here. These are your guns. So when you punch, you want to go down that barrel. You don't want your elbow popping out. You don't want to have a downward motion. You're going straight down that barrel and straight back. This one I turn my fist over on. By having it vertical fist, it doesn't allow you to get the full turn of the body. So what I want you to do is you're going to turn that fist over and again hit with that middle knuckle, your middle finger, that knuckle right there. That's your key knuckle. And right here I'm going to drive, keep my elbow down, boom, drive forward, and then pull it right back to my chin, okay? Or right back to my cheek. Here, boom, and back. Now, I want you to go ahead and play with adding that jab that we did. I think that was the very first week we were doing the jab. Okay? So a jab is more of just kind of a setup blow. I'm going to use my step and slide and I'm going to put that out there. Okay? So I'm going to put that here and then drive that one right behind it. So again, I'm out here in my on guard position. I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. Yeah. From here, drop that. Boom, boom. Okay? Next, I want to go ahead and go lead straight punch to cross. Now with a lead straight punch, because you're trying to knock the person out with this lead straight, when I fire this one, my legs, my feet line up. See, I'm in a straight line from my wrist to my shoulder to this shoulder to my foot, okay? So whereas with a jab, we talked about keeping this, this width between your legs here so that I'm here, I've got balance, right? So when I jab, I keep that same distance between my legs here. When I throw a lead straight, my feet line up. Because if they don't, I lose power. I mean, if you just try it, you'll see what I mean. By having my foot directly in line behind me, I'm able to kind of drive more off that back leg. So what that means is when I throw this lead straight punch, boom, I need to step out with this lead leg. Step out, fire that cross. Okay, it takes a little bit longer. So if you're really trying to hit that cross, you might want to set it up with a jab first, so you don't have to move your foot out. But if you want to land that lead straight and then follow with a cross, you're going to go lead straight, step, and send that cross out. So here we go again. I'm here. I'm going to go lead straight, cross. Okay? I'm here. Boom, boom. One more time. I'm here. Boom, boom. So you're here, you step out, boom, fire that cross. Hand up again.